by Immanuel Christian to get to that first down marker and just fell a little bit short. So now this is the second possession for the Canutillo Eagles. Again, two backs, number 12, the quarterback, little cross action. Good play by number 10 defensively for Immanuel Christian. That is Valeria Escobar. Loss of yardage for the Canutillo Eagles that time. We'll bring up a second down and just a little bit longer. And again, number 12 will be the quarterback for the Canutillo Eagles. Again, I apologize. We don't have a roster for Canutillo. Here comes the rush once again defensively. And, almost a pick by, looks like number 10, the quarterback. That plays safety as well, or linebacker, Carla Sousa Treviso. And just missed an interception there. Third down for the Canutillo Eagles now, inside their 5-yard line. Got to be careful here that you don't drop the ball into the end zone. Quarterback is in the end zone to receive the snap. Here comes the pressure once again. Quarterback throwing a little crossing route to number 4. Makes a good catch, but not much as far as yardage is concerned. So now we're going to have timeout for the Canutillo Eagles. Timeout here.
Use the other dial. So hold the ISO button and then use the other dial.
And again, the score is Canutillo 7, Immanuel Christian 0. We're probably almost halfway through this first half. Again, there are 2 halves here in flag football, 20 minutes each, a 5-minute halftime break in between. And so now looks like the players are coming back out here on the field. And Canutillo again in possession. It's a fourth down. Empty set. Quarterback back to throw. Pressure on the quarterback. And, what a catch. Great catch there by one of the receivers for the Canutillo Eagles. I believe that is number 10. Again, sorry we don't have the numbers, but a great catch that she made there, extending her arms to make the catch, but just fell short of the first down marker. So the ball turns back over to Immanuel Christian, and Immanuel Christian will have a first down at the 5-yard line, down 7-0, and getting to possession number 3. Starts off with a reverse back to the quarterback, double reverse. Didn't fool the Canutillo Eagle defense much. Good job of reacting there to pulling the flag. Gained maybe 3 yards on that play. It looked like that play might have some success, but again, the Eagle defense steps up and makes the play. Second down now for Immanuel Christian. Here comes the quarterback. Deep throw. The receiver fell down. The intended receiver, fell down. That is Hall. So the pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down now. Third down for Immanuel Christian. Still quite a ways to go. Looking at the marking, I said maybe 18 to 20 yards for the first down. The Immanuel Christian team. Quick pass out in the flats. Nice move in evading one defender. Gets some yardage there is number 23, Eliana Hall, the junior. Pretty good yardage, but still short of that first down zone. So that's going to bring up a fourth down for Immanuel Christian. A little bit closer, though, to the first down zone. Fourth down, motion in the backfield, set and reset. Quarterback back to pass. Oh, here comes the pressure. A little jump pass there. And the ball is intercepted, but it is out of bounds. Number 4 with the interception. But she was out of bounds. So that's going to bring up a change of possession here. And the ball goes over to the Canutillo Eagles. It'll be there. First down. I don't know what the confusion is. And let's see. Well, the officials marking the ball in the middle of the field. And the ball belongs to the Canutillo Eagles. So in any case, I don't know if that was an interception. It was ruled an interception because the Canutillo Eagles do get the ball deep in their territory. And now the pass, long pass, incomplete. Nice defensive play by number 11. That is Kaylee Aguero. We'll bring up a second down now. Second down for the Canutillo Eagles. The ball is just short of the first down zone. Here comes a pass once again. And little bit out of reach there was that pass to the running back number 4, trying to hit that short route to get to that first down marker. Brings up a third down now. Third down for the Eagles. Looking for a first down and more. 2 backs, crisscross, number 4 with the handoff. Nice, plenty of room out there in the front. Missed a couple of pulls into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 4 for the Canutillo Eagles. And again, nice play there, a little crisscross, 2 backs. The backs crisscross in front of the quarterback. Handed off to number 4, who made a couple of good moves to avoid getting the flag pulled, and gets into the end zone for the second touchdown for the Canutillo Eagles. 13-0 is the score. Canutillo Eagles lined up for a 1-point after attempt. And, little tip drill action there. Tipped by one receiver for the Eagles, caught by another. That is number 4, once again, who scored the touchdown. Now has the extra point. And the score now is the Canutillo Eagles 14 and Immanuel Christian 0. The possession now goes over to Immanuel Christian. Canutillo lining up defensively. Looking to throw the ball. And almost an interception there. Good job of breaking up the play by number 24 for the Canutillo Eagles, outside linebacker. We'll bring up a second down now. 2nd and 25. And 20, for the Immanuel Christian squad. This time, quarterback, 1 back on the left. Still looking to pass. Here comes the rush, pressure. The pressure makes the quarterback run out of the pocket to the right, and then also affected the throw, which was a little bit short. That's going to bring up a third down. Again, 3rd and long, once again, for Immanuel Christian. As they huddle up, break of the huddle now. Line up offensively. And here comes the crisscross once again. It's a reverse. And faking the reverse handoff, there is going to be number 23, Eliana Hall. Gets positive yardage on that play. Third down. Again, nice job by the Canutillo defense to cover the field. Here comes the pressure once again. Quarterback runs out. Gets out of bounds. And that was a fourth down. I'm sorry. That's going to be a change of possessions once again. Ball turns over to the Canutillo Eagles, who have a 14-0 lead here, getting close to halftime. The Eagles will start off at the 5-yard line, their own 5-yard line, looking to put more points on the board. They are ahead 14-0. One back set for the Eagles. Handoff to number 11. Nice job defensively. Number 23 and number 10. That is Hall and Susa Treviso. They came in and pulled the flag there. Did a good job defensively. Timeout is called. The Eagles do call a timeout here. Want to reset. They're the coach for the Eagles on the field with his little chart there, trying to make sure that everyone's on the right page with the offensive play. Immanuel Christian defensively needs to get a stop here. Try and get the ball back for one more possession here before the half. And looks like the ball is getting marked ready for play. Immanuel Christian defense needs to set up quickly. There they go. Okay, quarterback, two running backs. Crisscross once again. Oh, fake handoff this time. Trying to throw deep. The intended receiver, number 11, for the Canutillo Eagles, but that ball drops harmlessly to the ground, and that will be the end of the first half. So with the score, Canutillo Eagles 14, Immanuel Christian 0, we'll take a short break.
May 30th, World Championship Boxing returns to El Paso. It's a double main event night as hometown hero Stephanie Hahn takes on Holly Holm in a WBA lightweight world title defense. Amanda the Real Deal Serrano defends her unified titles against Germany's Cheyenne Pepper Hansen. Desley Robinson versus Mary Spencer. And Yocasta Valle versus Lourdes Juarez. 4 world title fights. One massive night for women's boxing at the El Paso County Coliseum. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the Coliseum box office. party. May 30th, World Championship Boxing returns to El Paso. It's a double main event night as hometown hero Stephanie Hahn takes on Holly Holm in a WBA lightweight world title defense. Amanda the Real Deal Serrano defends her unified titles against Germany's Cheyenne Pepper Hansen. Desley Robinson versus Mary Spencer. And Yocasta Valle versus Lourdes Suarez. 4 world title fights. One massive night for women's boxing at the El Paso County Coliseum. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com at the Coliseum box office.
Welcome back to game number 2 of the first night of the Region 19 Girls Flag Football Tournament in a game between the Canutillo Eagles and the Immanuel Christian School. And the Canutillo Eagles with a 14-0 lead here after the first half. And we're just waiting for the young ladies to get back on the field and get started. So far here in the first half, it has pretty much been dominated by the Canutillo Eagles. And again, I have to emphasize, I apologize. I don't have any rosters for the Canutillo Eagles, so I'm simply calling out numbers at this point. But again, there are several outstanding players so far for the Canutillo Eagles on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. For the Immanuel Christian School, they made a couple of good plays, couple of first downs. Offense is a little bit inconsistent. They have given up possession several times, but nonetheless, going here into the second half, it's going to be, I believe it is the Canutillo Eagles that will have possession here to start off the second half. And thank you for joining us here on El Paso Sports Network, where we will have coverage all 3 days of this tournament, Region 19 Girls Flag Football Tournament. This year, a little bit different than last year. Last year, it was a double elimination tournament. This year, it is single elimination tournament. So you win, you move on. You lose, and you're done for the season. And another thing that was added this year as well is that the winner of the Texans bracket, along with the winner of the Cowboys bracket, will qualify for the state tournament, which will be held in Denton, Texas, at North Texas. And I believe that is on the 12th and 13th of June. I'll check the correct dates on that. But both teams that come out of each bracket will have the opportunity to qualify and play in that state tournament. So something a little bit different, a little bit more motivation here for these young ladies. Again, this is year number 2 here in El Paso. Last year was successful, even though it was the first year. This year, as we saw the competition for 5 weeks, one of the things that I could tell was the level of play was quite a bit better. A lot of teams using technology, filming their games during the season, and sort of adding to trying to improve their teams, which I thought was very interesting. This sport is not yet sanctioned by UIL here in Texas, but there is a push to try and get girls flag football to be sanctioned as a UIL sport. So we'll see how that goes here in the near future. For now, the teams have switched sides, and now again it is Canutillo will have the ball first. have the first possession with a 14-0 lead over Immanuel Christian. Here comes the snap on the first play. One back to pass. And there's a long throw. Nice catch there by the receiver. That is number 12 for Canutillo with a good job of making that catch on a straight 9 route. And good delivery by the quarterback. I don't believe it's the same quarterback that played the first half. I think it's a new quarterback, but I'll get the number for you here in a minute. But a nice throw on that first play. Still short of the first down, brings up a second down here. One back in the backfield. Quarterback to throw again. Once again, same receiver, same type of route. And number 12 with another good catch and run this time into the first down zone. Brings up a first down. The quarterback, the new quarterback for the Canutillo Eagles, number 5, who has shown a good arm as far as throwing the ball. Sets up the Canutillo Eagles in great field position here. First down. And they've got, I would say maybe 15 yards to go. There's a long pass once again. A corner. Nice catch there by number 4 for the Canutillo Eagles. Little corner route there. Faked inside, ran to the corner. Nice throw once again. Nice delivery by number 5. Quarterback for the Canutillo Eagles. And just like that, the Canutillo Eagles score on their first possession of the second half to make the score 20-0. And now they will attempt the 1 point after. Empty set. Quarterback back to throw. Looking for, once again, for number 10, who makes the catch in the end zone for the 1 point after. That's going to make the score 21-0 in favor of the Canutillo Eagles. So now this will be the first possession in the second half for Immanuel Christian. Number 10, the quarterback, Traviaso. And nice handoff there, and pretty good yardage for Maddie Williams. Well, not so good. She ran a little bit further, and her flag was pulled quite a bit before then. So minimal yardage there. Brings up a second down now for Immanuel Christian. Again, empty set. Comes the motion and the handoff. 23 once again. Nice job there turning the corner, getting up the field, making a couple of defenders miss. And Eliana Hall with a nice job there, getting some good yardage, bringing up third down. Third down, about 8 yards to go for an Immanuel Christian first down. Something that they've had trouble accomplishing here so far in the first half. Pass back, and a little swing pass that time, and just couldn't connect with number 13, Maddie Williams. So that's going to bring up a fourth down now. Fourth down for the Immanuel Christian group. Empty set once again. Number 10 at quarterback. Little set and reset. Short pass, enough for the first down. Number 22, the receiver, Alexa Duarte. Duarte, a freshman, gets short. The flag gets pulled short of the first down. Boy, that was really, really close, right in that vicinity of the first down marker. Officials mark it short, so that is a change of possessions now. And the ball will go back to the Canutillo Eagles. And they will start back at their own 5-yard line once again. Once again, thank you for joining us here on EP Sports Network, where we have day 1 of 3 days of coverage here in the Region 19 Girls Flag Football Tournament. Canutillo with 2 backs, the crisscross, and hand off to looks like number 11 for the Canutillo Eagles. Gets about 5 yards. Brings up a second down for Canutillo. In the huddle there, quarterback calling the play. And they break the huddle with 2 backs, 1 on each side of the quarterback. Crisscross once again. Oh, this time, nice job defensively. Did not get fooled. I believe that's Maddie Williams with the pull. And now that brings up a third down for the Canutillo Eagles. Third down, third and long. 2 backs once again, 1 on each side of the quarterback. Here comes the rusher. Quarterback fakes the handoff, rolls to her left, throws a little short out, which is completed, but far, far short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 4th down now for the Canutillo Eagles. Nice play there as far as execution, running that crisscross, quarterback pulling it, bootleg, empty set. Quarterback throws across her body, across the field, couldn't quite get there. And so that is a failed 4th down. The ball turns over to Immanuel Christian. So they will start once again at their own 5-yard line. 21-0 is the score in favor of the Canutillo Eagles. Second possession here of the second half for the Eagles. For Immanuel Christian. Comes the reverse action. 23 coming up the field. Nice pull. Number 7. Good defensive play for the Canutillo Eagles. 23. Eliana Hall with the carry. Not much yardage on that play. It looked good to start, but good defense to come up and get that pull. Empty set once again. You got a quarterback. And, almost a completion that time. You see there was a quarterback that was right behind the center to get the snap, and then she then, in turn, tosses it to the quarterback that's lined up in shotgun, because that way she has the option of runner pass. Reverse. Number 1, the Canutillo defense already knows what that play is. That number 1 was in the backfield before the running back ever got the ball. 4th down. 4th down coming up now for Immanuel. Fourth and 20. 25 actually. The snap, the pressure, and that ball was out of reach of everybody. And so Immanuel Christian turns the ball over. Canutillo now will have another possession as they work their way back to the 5-yard line on the Canutillo side of the field. (21-0). The Canutillo Eagles out in front. Canutillo averaged 22 points a game this season, gave up only 4.7. So they did a good job on both sides of the ball. And they've shown it here today so far, leading 21-0. Empty set. Snap is back. Short pass. And not much room there. Good defense on that side. Cornerback on that side over there for Immanuel Christian. That would be Alexa Duarte. Second down for the Canutillo Eagles. They gave her maybe 4 yards on that play. Quarterback back to throw. Here comes the rush once again, all by herself. Oh, she drops the ball. That is number 10, the wide receiver. Got behind the defense, reached up. It was not a bad pass. Reached up for it with 2 hands and just let it slip through her fingers. Incomplete. A nice throw by the quarterback once again for the Canutillo Eagles. So that's going to bring up. I did not catch the signal for the white hat. I believe it's 4th down. Empty set once again. Back to pass, the quarterback. Go short this time. But the receiver, number 7, drops the ball. Incomplete. Well, I was wrong. That was 3rd down. So now it's 4th down. 4th down for the Canutillo Eagles. Needing a ways to go to get into that 1st down zone. Canutillo coach, I believe, calls a timeout here. I believe that's, if my memory serves me correct, I think it's the 3rd time that they call a timeout on 4th down to set up the play. Usually a deep route. We'll see what happens here on this play. Both of the quarterbacks, though, for the Canutillo Eagles do have a good arm. Can throw the ball deep. Officials just getting ready to mark the ball, ready for play. Both teams coming back out on the field once again. And whistle blows. Quarterback back to throw. Deep pass down the middle. Oh, once again, just out of the hands of number 7, who was open. A nice pass by the quarterback for the Canutillo Eagles. But just couldn't quite find the handle on that. So the ball turns over to Immanuel Christian. And once again, they will start their next possession at their own 5-yard line. They are down in this ball game, 21-0 to the Canutillo Eagles. First down here for Immanuel Christian. Lining up in a 1-back set with motion. Snap is back. Here comes the pressure. And, almost looks like she caught it. Yes, she did. Nice catch there by the receiver. That is Maddie Williams with a nice little one-handed catch there as she went down to the ground which makes it a dead ball once he hits the ground. But in any case, that was a completion, brings up a second down for Immanuel Christian. The white hat is relaying the amount of time left in the ball game. Or there's some question, maybe there's a question about personnel, not sure. In any case, everything's been corrected. Second down, quarterback back to pass. Here comes the rush once again. And short pass complete to number 13, Matty Williams. Minimal gain. It's going to bring up third and long for Immanuel Christian. Looking to get into that first down zone so they can get 4 more downs. One back set. Snap is back. Rush comes hard. And, number 24 makes the catch. Isabella Alarcon. But she drops it. So that means she can't advance it anymore. Fourth down coming up for Immanuel Christian. Comes the snap and the toss to the quarterback, number 10. Good play by number 13 for the Canutillo Eagles. Gets the rush, changes directions, and chases down number 10, the quarterback, Trevesio. And the ball turns over once again to the Canutillo Eagles. As looks like we're getting close to the end of the ball game here. 21-0 in favor of the Canutillo Eagles. Again, thanks for watching here on EP Sports Network. Two backs, crisscross, handoff. Here comes the running back, number 10, who's had a good game on both sides of the ball. Gets some good yardage, brings up second down for the Eagles. Ball's ready for play. One back. Quarterback back to throw. Deep throw this time. A little bit too far from out of the reach of all of the receivers there. Third down coming up for the Eagles. As we start winding down here in game number 2 of 4 games that we'll have for you tonight here on EP Sports Network. I am Tony Grijalva calling the play-by-play here in field number 2. One back set for the Canutillo Eagles. Here comes short motion. Not everyone's on the right page here. Illegal procedure there. One of the Canutillo Eagles wanted a little bit of a head start, but you got caught. Goes back 5 yards. Same down once again. And formation looks like there's 2 backs now in the backfield. No, it's just one. Handoff to number 10. Cuts it back up the field. Good pull there by the defense for Immanuel Christian. And we have another timeout because it's fourth down by the Canutillo coach. See if he can draw up something that will get the Eagles to the first down zone and keep possession. Again, I apologize. We don't really, there is no actual scoreboard with time. It's the officials that are keeping time on the field. And also because there are 3 games going on simultaneously, it's really hard to keep track of the time in each individual game. The only thing we can do is sort of guess, depending on how much has already been played. And I would say we're probably under 5 minutes. Canutillo breaks the huddle. And back to throw. Long deep pass. Once again, number 10 running a deep post pattern. And a nice throw, accurate throw, by the quarterback for the Canutillo Eagles, number 5. And we've seen her all of the ball games. She did not start, but when she's gone in, she has a good arm. Snapped again. Rushes back. And throw into the end zone. Number 1 for the Canutillo Eagles with another Eagles touchdown. Nice pass once again by number 5 for the Canutillo Eagles. Makes the score 27-0. And now they are going to go. Looks like they're going to go for 2 points. Yep. Back to pass. It's the quarterback. Throws. Oh, in the corner, just out of reach of the intended receiver. So that the score remains 27-0 in favor of the Canutillo Eagles. And the next possession goes over to Immanuel Christian. First down. Rush is coming. Deep throw. Receiver's out there, but just misses. Nice throw by number 10 for Immanuel Christian. Treviso. But just a little too strong for the receiver. They're lining up at midfield. Looks like that's the end of the ball game. So here on field 2, the final score, the Canutillo Eagles 27, Immanuel Christian 0. The Canutillo Eagles move on to the next round. Okay, we'll take a short break and we'll come back with game number 3 here at SAC number 2.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Female Flag Football on El Paso Sports Network. Visit us at epsportsnetwork1.com for your source of sports and entertainment.